guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining again. My name is Teresa and I am on part 2 of my plant care night repots. I don't know what to call it. So basically what I'm doing is, whereas usually I'll just go out of water, I always check for bugs and stuff, but sometimes you just need those extra days where you're actually really focusing more on a few of the plants. So this time I'm feeling that urgent, oh my God, they're gonna die if I don't help them feeling. And some of the ones, I did quite a few in the last video. Most of the ones here, no, I'm not really sure what to tell you. They're not, some of them aren't in great shape. What have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a maybe 5. So anyway, I'm just rambling. I'm getting tired now. So I put the last batch in the tub. It's being watered. Everything's good. I'm going to do this and then I will switch them out once. And I think that'll get me about a quarter of the way through my watering today. But sometimes you just got to take a little more time, right? And I have made such a mess already, but here we go. So the first one I'm going to start with is my Makiana, my beautiful peacock that I think should be doing a lot better than she is. She's got some brown tips. That's usually due to watering. And I think what it is was I wanted to try the soilless soil. And she's actually not done terribly in it. She's got a new baby leaf. Let's see if I can get focused in coming in here. I don't know which one is the new leaf that she just got. She did just open a new one. One opened not so well, this guy here. You can see he's not so hot. So I think part of it, oh wait. Oh, and there's a new baby coming up too. There's 2 babies. So I think part of it is the browning, because she's got humidity. She's sitting where she's always sat. She's got lots of light. I think it could be that she's drying out too quick in the soilless. So I need to add the soilless, but with more substance. And I think the substance, like I said, with my peacock, or not my peacock, my rattlesnake, is that I feel like these thin stems just need more support. Like this guy he needs help. He's just falling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her out of here. There's nothing wrong with her per se. There's no issues with the soil she's in. So what I might do is just mix this in, make this chunkier, and then put it back. I want to do as minimal as minimally invasive, whatever, as I can. Just have a look at her roots, see how things are going. You can see the rhizomes. Oh, goodness, dropping everything. Look at that. Look at those rhizomes. Isn't that incredible? So she's doing well. She could be doing better. So I think I just want to give her some fresh dirt, a little bit more support. I honestly don't think she needs to be potted up. I think she just needs a little more nutrients that's in this dirt. So that's it. Yeah, she's going to be easy. And I'm really hoping that the additional soil base will give her that extra support she needs. Okay, so I don't even know. You know what, I've been doing these videos and I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I want to get, look at that. That's just so amazing to me. Oh, no, we need Ollie in there. Get in there. Yeah, then I'm just going to backfill. So this one's pretty easy. Though I thought a full bucket would do all the plants I was doing, but apparently I'm wrong. So we're just going to, I absolutely love this plant. You know what, for a little while, last spring, I guess, she was like popping up new leaves. And then she's just recently again starting to put out some new growth, but she's not the grower. You know, you see other people's and they're like just fabulously growing and they're so full. And I just don't seem to be getting that from her, so. Nope. I'm just gonna try and give her some more love. And sorry if you're just tuning into this video. Basically, yeah, tonight what I'm doing is, like I said, going through a lot of these, just giving a little bit of extra care to a few that I feel like, you can't even see me. Can you see the plant? There we go. I feel like just they need a little extra love. The fresh dirt, you know, nothing is really pest problems or like actual issues. They're just not growing and doing as well. And some of the dirt I'm pretty sure is, like I'll show you on my crocodile fern, is maybe, it feels to me like it's just hydrophobic. So the plants maybe aren't doing as well as they could be, because I do fertilize regularly. Okay, I want you standing, give you that support. But I'm also, I've kind of gotten out of rhythm. We've had some changes in the house, so my flow is gone. But what I tend to do is a very diluted mix of fertilizer in every time I water, or almost every time I water, especially when the plants are growing, because most of my plants are still growing through the winter, right? Like, you know, the rule of don't fertilize in the winter. You know what? If they're growing, they need food. That was my thought even before. So, I kind of do that, but I'm also very cautious, because especially with the calatheas or the geopersias, you know, I think at one point I might have over fertilized, but then again, at that time, I didn't know it might have been water, right? Like not enough water, because she's doing really well, minimal brown tips, but more than I'd like. So I'm hoping this will help her new growth. These new babies she's bringing me, a little more solid for her stems. And yeah, because everything else looks good. She's so pretty. I just love this plant. You can tell she's standing up, right? Prayer plant. It's bedtime. All right, she's done. So yeah, this is the Macayana, the prayer plant, part of the Geopersia, or formerly AKA Cathedral. Just gonna put her there. Okay. Okay, so she's done. She'll go in the shower. So I think like all of this mix is fine. I am actually going to mix it in, because the rest of there's lots of soil in there and not as much mix. I know this is probably against the rules too, and somebody's gonna yell at me, but you know what? You do what you do. All right. I think the thing is, you know your plants. I know that there's nothing wrong with that plant. There's no like fungal or anything. She looks healthy. So to like mix that in is not overly concerning to me. Okay, so I think the next one I want to do is my crocodile. Aren't these so cool? I love the leaves. Again, she's not doing that well, and if you feel her dirt, like it looks wet, but it like, I don't know if you can see it. Like it looks like it's wet, but it's not. So I definitely want to get her. Look at that. It just came out in like chunks. literally chunks. So this wasn't a terrible soil, but I got her last summer, I think. Literally had her sitting in the sun. I didn't even climatize her. It was terrible. But she loved it. She never burned. So keep that in mind with your crocodiles. They tend to like a little more light. A lot of people say ferns are low light. I'm finding they're a lot higher light. All right, well, okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, this is a big pot for her, to be honest. I think I'm going to find, I don't have a small enough one out. Like, I mean, this is a 6-inch, but it's super deep. Like, I feel like a 4-inch would be too small. I don't have any 5-inch. So I think if you give me a sec, I'm gonna actually put her in. I just gotta wash one of the ones I just cleaned, or I just emptied. I'm gonna put her in a shallower 6-inch. I think that'll be better for her. And then maybe I'll rinse off her, see if I can't get a little more of that dirt off, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna hurt I'm just gonna hurt the roots at this point. I think she'll be fine. And then I got this pot versus this pot. It's pretty much the same, maybe a little bit smaller, but definitely shallower. So I think that's also gonna be better for her. So we're going to and hopefully, I mean, oh, there's a hair. If I feel like the same thing is sort of happening, I will 100% soak her, try and get all the dirt off. But for now, I just want to see if, you know, some fresh soil, nutrients, freed up some of the roots a bit, is going to help. And got rid of she had way too much dirt. Like I said on my last, I mean, I know these guys like their water, but again, I don't think they need it sitting like 2 inches sitting beneath them. That's taking forever to dry out. Well, the top is 100%. My hands are so dirty now. 100%. What am I saying? 100% dry on top. So, you know, and then you're soaking the water, like she's dry, but she's got so much sitting on the bottom, and I just don't, it doesn't make me comfortable. I don't know how she feels, but again, another one I'd love to see just grow really big. And she's had actually a lot of growth since I got her, but she's a little stunted now, so I'd rather take care of her and get her ready because she's going outside. I get so anxious at this time of year. I'm like, it's only February, but we've had such an amazing winter. I feel like I'm taking them out next month already, but it's a few months away. Okay, so I think that's better. I'll clean it up in the tub. Get her leaves. I think she's gonna be happier, but I'll keep an eye on her, and if I feel like I have to, you know, try and really break down that root ball, I will. But I'm always on the side of not messing with the roots any more than I have to, so I would rather do that. Okay. So I'm just gonna pour this into my bin here. This is like such a mess. Such a mess. Okay. All right, the next one. This one makes me sad, and I'm like really worried she was like this when I got her. She wasn't this bad. She is dry today, whatever she's in, but look at all that yellowing. That's just, and when I got her, her leaves were different colors. Like her newer leaves, you can see, are more vibrant, whereas like these guys are like a darker, almost like it's a different plant. I don't know, but she's drying out way too fast. I've had it. Oh, and she's root bound. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Can you see? She's definitely, there's no, I don't even know if I can get the dirt off of this. Oh my goodness, where am I going to put you? Okay. So again, this would be one, the dirt's kind of horrible. Well, I'm not even going to say that actually. The dirt is quite chunky. There's quite a bit in here. It's not as good as I'd like it, chunky as I'd like it to be. I feel like it might be hydrophobic, which is why like that was in. Can you see that? So she's obviously in chunky dirt. I can see all the bark and stuff in here. But like, again, she's like, it's like fiber. So what I might do, I've never actually tried it where you just sit them in water for a while and then try and loosen the dirt. I might do that. I think I'm going to do that because A, that'll bring her back a bit because she's super dry. Yeah. Because there's no way I'm breaking this dirt apart. There's no way with these fine roots. I don't know if you can see how fine those roots are. Like, if I try and start tearing this dirt apart, I'm just going to destroy her. So, what do I want to do? Do I just want to upsize her? And let her find her way, give her some fresher dirt. And it's not an uncommon approach, rather than trying to mess with all her roots. And see if her roots will just find their way and loosen up. What I might do, yeah, because I feel like she's hydrophobic, I am going to put her in a bowl of water first. And then I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, so got her sitting in a bowl of water. I think I found a pot for her when she's ready. If this doesn't work, oh, I don't want to do it. I might have to chop her up and like propagate her. I don't know, but I'm gonna try this first. I did get this pot, which is slightly bigger, but not too much bigger, that I think will work for her. So when she's ready, I will do that. In the meantime, we are going to look at my Pothos amplefolia. Let's go with that. It goes by like a multitude of names. So she again was doing amazing. She's drying out really, really too quick. Which makes me wonder if I'm going to have to pot her up too, but I'll see. When I got her, like, oh my God, she was doing so amazing. And then now look at, I've got all this yellowing. So I think, let's take a look and see what's under the hood. And see what we got to do with her. Now, I wouldn't say she's root bound. I wouldn't even say the dirt was bad. I'm not even sure. Like, she's got nice roots. She's not root bound. She's got some yellowing on these stems. If you can see the yellowing here. I don't know if she was just a bunch of mismatched cuttings. Just take a look, see if we can gently, there's so much of her trying to do this without hurting her. She might be worth me trying in stratum. Fluval. Oh. Right? Like, look. Like, that's... It's pretty roots, but... Something's going on here. That one's connected somewhere. Let's see if we can... I think I might try that. I might try her in stratum for a little while. See if... What do you think? What do you think I should do? I feel like I tried repotting her not long ago, and clearly didn't work so well. That could be placement. I think when she was doing her best, she was in my plant room. She was not so close to the light. She was getting more light. She's getting the humidity. I think the only thing I can think of is that she's drying out too quickly, and maybe she's too close to the light. So I might move her back. It's like, the roots are beautiful, but I mean, I've got all these like little guys in here. I guess that. All right, well, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna mess with her too much because this piece, I don't want to start tearing this one apart. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put her back in the pot with some fresh, better dirt, because I'm pretty sure that dirt I used wasn't great. If I think right. I'm trying to remember if I actually transplanted her. I might have, or repotted her rather. The only thing I can think of. Because these guys usually don't need a lot of humidity. They don't care. They'll take it if you give it to them, but it's not like a requirement per se. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna move her away from the light and so she doesn't dry out. And this mix, I'm just gonna use the same pot. This mix has enough soil in it that it should retain a little better than the other one. The other one had a lot more like cocoa coir in it. I don't know, I'm totally playing a guessing game because I don't usually have issues with these guys. The only other thing I could do is rinse it out. That's just dirt. Really well and put it in stratum or leca. Maybe I will do that. It's gonna take a lot of stratum. I gotta find. I need a container. Okay, give me 1 minute. I'm just gonna go look around. I think because I've had pothos, lots of them, and they grow so well in water. I feel like if I put it in stratum, it's gonna get the rehydration it needs, and we'll give that a try for a little while. And I'm very undecided. No, I'm gonna put her in this dirt. I'm doing it. Okay. And I think first thing I'm going to try, really too much in here, is you can see it's just moving her a little ways back from the light, and maybe I'll just keep a better eye on watering because she seems to get very thirsty very fast. These little guys in here. That other little guy go. I am so like not sure what I want to do with this. Just want her to do well. I'm going to take that leaf off. Okay, I'll cut that off after. Where'd my other little guy go? He's over there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna, I think it really does come down to her just running out of water, drying out too much. Okay, so let me see if I can hold her. Just scoop the dirt. And if this doesn't work and I see her continuing to brown, then, you know, a lot of it's trial and error. Her roots look good, that's the thing, right? You're seeing in a lot of these, the roots are fine. They're just, I think the location I put her in, because she's on a shelf in my office that is kind of directly under grow lights. And I didn't think they were that harsh. And I mean, they're not hurting her leaves, they're not burning her leaves. But I think she's just, I think it's just causing her to dry out more than too quickly. Let's try and, you just get to a point where you just use your hands. Okay, she's not sitting very nicely, but she's getting caught on everything. There's that little guy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make more if I redo my Mr. Green there, Maranta. I'm gonna have to make some more soil real quick. Okay. I mean, trust me, moving her is not terrible. I mean, that's light is prime real estate in my house, so she doesn't need it and she's happier in a slightly lower lit area. Let me just see. Then, you know, I would rather big pocket there. What might be neat too is I'm getting, one of the things that really, I mean, I've always kind of had plants. I never went to the same degree of learning about them as I have over this past couple of years. But, oh, what was it? I just completely lost what I was saying. That's ridiculous. Okay, hang on. It'll come back to me. Anyway, so she's she's good. But she's a little more on this support on this side. Just trying to watch this little baby one I've got in here. Okay. Isn't that terrible? Like I'm right mid-sentence and then I got distracted with the plant and completely forgot what I was going to say. Now you're probably, oh, what were you going to say? You know when people do that to you? Sorry if that's annoying. Trying to make sure it's in all the areas and get the air pockets out and it kind of gets in amongst the roots there. Okay. All right. What do you think? I will clean up. She's got one more yellow leaf. See, she does have new growth, so she's not totally not happy, but the yellowing concerns me. So she's not as bad as Miss Maranta over there. But I will get her watered as well. And I think right now I'm going to go check on Maranta and see how she's doing. And see if I can get her ready to pot up. So I'll be right back. Okay, well, yeah, it's not happening. So I think I'm going to trim off all the yellow. I'm going to put her in a bigger pot. And I'm going to give her some of that fresh dirt. And if this doesn't work, it's so sad when you buy a plant from a known nursery rather. And you just don't know. There's no like disease. The roots technically look good. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's just me, but she declined pretty quickly. And like, I should have questioned the, technically should have questioned those darkened leaves, because I feel like she's been through some kind of maybe pest issue and she's free now. I don't see any issues at all. I mean, what you're seeing on her right now is literally dirt. So I will be taking care of that. So I'm gonna just fill her in here. I don't know if what I'm doing is right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just again, maybe she's too close to the light. I know my other Marantas seem to be doing okay, but they're not getting as strong a light as say like my peacock there, which is a bit more of a distance. I'm gonna, well, it's about a foot further back. I've only got so much room on my table by the window. It's ridiculous. Everybody needs to be there. It's prime, and it's an east-facing window, but a lot of these plants just seem to, I mean, there's obviously, I supplement other light in the room. I am so dirty right now. This is ridiculous. The pot's dirty. Pot's dirty. Stuff is a dirty business. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do, I gotta just wash my hands off before I Give me 2 seconds before I just start trimming off the bad stuff. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so I'm simply going to trim at the base. Take off that sheath. Now I do have another Maranta. Oh my God, I was so sad. She was doing so amazing. Again, last summer, she was sitting in that east window. She was flowering. Life was awesome. These are sterilized, by the way. I just cleaned them. And then fall came and boom, she just like went downhill. And the one thing you need to know about these guys is even if, because you lose all their leaves, don't give up, because that little guy, I had to cut up all of his leaves. I was just so sad. And he had just a stem with one leaf left. And he's now still got his original leaf. He's got 2 coming out of that stem, and then another one coming out of the dirt on its own. So don't give up. Like, if this happens, there's always hope, right? In my mind. I think almost with any plants, like even alocasias are the same. I didn't know that, and we had a beautiful, my daughter had a plant. For whatever reason, it started struggling, and I tried, but I didn't really know at the time. Now I probably could keep it alive. It was yeah, it was an alocasia. Well, we called it Freddie. Can't remember its real name. But had I known, I would have, at that time, what I know now, I probably could have brought her back to life, but we just gave up. But now I don't give up. Okay, so I think we are done. If I see any more, oh, there's one. She's so dirty. She just needs a bath and she needs water. She needs a nap. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna call it a night because I have a huge mess to clean up. I'm gonna go put these guys in the tub now to bath and water. I'm gonna give them, yeah, I think I'm gonna, like I said, I think I'm gonna move this guy a little bit further away from the light and my amplifolia further from the light. See if that kind of helps, that yellowing. It's not nutrients because I do fertilize them, but then again, with this guy here, especially when I first get them from the nursery, because you don't really know when they were last fed, like, and they put the slow release in, so I don't usually rush to fertilize. So maybe I will give her a bit of fertilizer tonight too, just to see if that helps. I know there's a lot in the dirt, but she also doesn't have as much of the dirt around that ball. And if it gets to a point, I will literally take her, what I do is I take her in the tub and use the hard spray in the shower to break the roots away from the dirt. But I'm trying not to touch the, down or disrupt the roots too much. So I'm gonna try this approach. We're gonna see if we see any improvement. I will definitely let you know. In the meantime, thank you very much for this very long, well, I guess it's 2 videos, but long video. And I appreciate you watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.